Hi, what we're going to do today is we're going to be looking at an overview of a 5-paragraph essay. Now the 5-paragraph essay is the main type of in-class essay that you'll ever get through high school. So I just want to come up with an overview so that you can remind yourselves every time you've got one coming up. Later videos that I'm going to do are going to go into the various aspects of the 5-paragraph essay in a lot more detail, so you can watch those if you need a refresher on one of those sections. But to start with, whenever you're looking at a 5-paragraph essay, the most important thing is the question. Now the question is what the teacher is using to assess you, so you need to understand the question in all of the details involved, and you need to make sure that you've got a thorough understanding of the requirements of your essay. For example, if this is an essay that you're going to get, it's winning is all that matters. Now that's a statement. Do you agree and why? Now in this essay, it wants to know what you think because it's asking do you agree and give reasons for that. There are two options here. You can either agree, which is a yes, or disagree, which is a no, and give reasons for that. For the purposes of this video, we're going to take the yes argument, okay? But understand that there are always a couple of options for you to follow, and that brings us to our thesis statement. The thesis statement is the direction you want your argument to follow. So in the case of this question, if we want our argument to be the yes, winning is all that matters argument, that is our thesis statement, and the rest of your essay pads out your thesis. The first part of any essay, and we've got the question up there because that is the most important part, but the first part of any essay is the introduction. Now to be really brief, an introduction is basically trying to entice your reader or to woo your reader into reading what you're writing, as well as giving a brief overview of what the essay is going to be about. That's all I'm going to say for introductions now, but if you look at the introduction video, you'll be able to see in more depth what you need to do for a decent introduction. Now that you've written a really good introduction, we need to understand the rule of threes. There are going to be 5 paragraphs in this essay. The first and last paragraph are used for the introduction and conclusion. That leaves us with 3 paragraphs to convince your reader that winning is all that matters, or whatever your question might be. In this case, the rule of threes looks at it from 3 paragraphs point of view. In the first, second and third paragraph, you need to make 1 point per paragraph, like with all paragraphs. For more in-depth understanding of how to write a paragraph, please watch that video, but for now I'm just going to quickly go through it. Each paragraph needs to have 1 major point, and for this case I'm going to go that my first paragraph we're looking at the financial aspects, and so where we've got the body paragraph we go financial. Now, under the broad heading of financial, which is the main idea, or the financial benefits as to why winning is all that matters, we're going to look at 3 different points that prove that. And the first one is, well, financially, you're set for life. And if you're set for life and your kids are set for life, that is obviously better because winners earn the money. And so that's kind of what you're doing here. Your first point proves your main idea that financially winning is all that matters. Your second point might be something along the lines of world recognition. If you're recognised the world over, again, you're kind of set for life financially, which means that winning is all that matters because financially it's better for you. Your second paragraph might be, because we've done that one, there are obviously 3 points, you can make them up yourself. In the second one, our second idea would not be looking at financial, we're going on to a different idea, and we're probably going to look at the social, emotional benefits or the social and emotional reasons as to why winning is all that matters. Your first point might be, you've heard of the saying that winners are grinners. And if you grin, you're happy. If you're happy, you've got a better social, emotional life. Therefore, socially and emotionally, winning is all that matters. That's basically, again, how you do it. You link it back to the paragraph. These points support this paragraph, which is based on one main idea. Obviously, you do it a third time, and that's where we get our body paragraph number 3. I'm just going to get rid of this to really bring home the points of the rule of threes. You have 3 paragraphs in the middle of your essay, and each paragraph should have 3 points that support that one idea. The conclusion is often a difficult one to write because you don't want it to copy the introduction, but I'm going to go into how to write a conclusion at a later point in time, so it should be easy. So basically, to sum up everything that we've talked about in this video, the major essay that you're going to do has 5 paragraphs, so that's why we're doing this overview video. You need to understand the question. That is the main important part of any kind of academic exercise. You don't understand the question, you're not going to answer it correctly. And if you don't answer it correctly, you're not going to get all the marks that you're entitled to. Know the direction of your thesis statement. If they want an opinion, understand where you want to take the reader in your writing before you actually start writing. Write a good introduction, always a good thing. Again, watch the video for introductions. Remember the rule of threes. 3 body paragraphs with 1 idea per paragraph, 3 points per idea. And the last thing is write a good conclusion. Thank you so much for watching. This has just been a really quick overview of what to do in a 5-paragraph essay. If you want more detail about the different components, watch the other videos. But if you don't need to watch the other videos, I wish you all the best of luck for your essay, and let's hope you get the best mark you possibly can.